Hi, welcome back to a brand new video with Minishu243. And a new Deathball episode has released. So with that, let's get to watch it. And today it's Genos from One Punch Man. Alright? Versus our War Machine from the Marvel Universe. Or Iron Man, which is Iron Man. So, yeah. I only know one of these characters. I know who Genos are. I know War Machine because MCU. I'm watching the MCU movies and stuff after all. But I don't know much about him when it comes to outside of the MCU. I kind of only know what he has done in the MCU. So we'll have to wait and see in what they have to offer when it comes to his comic book part. So I don't know I don't know who to guess, or don't know yet, but we'll find out who's gonna win this. But if I had to make a guess right now, War Machine, just because I know him. But now that I said it, my mind is probably gonna be stuck to that part, but we'll see. So without further ado, let's get this over with. So let's play. They're adding about their car game again. I need to turn up the volume, looks a bit loud. Low. See the band now? There it is. Okay. Okay, Defo, let's see what these two characters has to offer.
They're made. Like when I got my shotgun leg.
Well, at least some heroes know what to do with their new abilities.
Like Genos, the cyborg sidekick of One Punch Man.
And War Machine, best friend and understudy to Marvel's Iron Man.
He's
yes, indeed.
Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
So, let's see who could win the death battle then.
You ever think about how if there weren't so many villains blowing up fictional places, we wouldn't have so many awesome heroes?
Genos was a happy 15-year-old living a quiet life, until his family and town were obliterated by a deranged cyborg.
Thankfully, he was saved by a scientist, and Genos had one request. He wanted to be a powerful cyborg too! Weird. I mean, I guess he really liked how the other cyborg violently murdered people.
No, this was a means for revenge. Genos set out on a walkabout of justice. Though it wouldn't be long until he found his match in the one and only Mosquito Girl.
This bug's making me
Mosquito Girl.
And not to keep her out if you know
Here,
what I
a
mean.
guy mosquito or something?
Another hero stepped in to save the
Or a
day.
mix between a mosquito and a human? I don't know.
Look out! It's the One Punch Man himself!
Understandably impressed, Genos asked that Saitama take him on as a student.
Caped Egghead here wasn't too excited about having a sidekick, but they eventually became buds.
The two were quite the dynamic duo. Genos in particular rose to fame thanks to his adoring fans.
Yeah, he's pretty popular with the ladies, obviously. No such luck for Baldy McPuncherson, though.
To improve his hero work, Genos received numerous upgrades and repairs from Dr. Kusino, the same man who turned him into a cyborg in the first place.
Mostly because he can't get out of a fight without something getting blasted off. He's got super durable armor over his entire body, and he can pop his limbs on and off like a friggin' lizard tail.
Genos' limbs and body are incredibly strong, able to easily defend against powerful attacks.
And the metal that makes up his body has been upgraded to protect against stuff like acid or heat, on top of them boosting his speed and overall power.
He has multiple niche upgrades as well, such as an adhesive he can spray from his heels to immobilize foes.
Talk about a sticky situation, right, Wiz? Well, he only needs to use
Yeah, the question is how do you keep that seal? Well, animate logic?
Which can zoom and
Maybe.
enhance the most distant of evildoers. Dun dun.
His eye can see in infrared or track image signatures.
And it can shoot a blast of blinding light. Solar flare!
But there's far more weaponry across his body. Hidden blades, arm missiles, and electric shocks just to name a few. With his rocket boosters, he moves faster than almost anyone. And he can even fly. Well, sort of.
You didn't even mention that his arms have freaking cannons in them.
These are his incinerators, powerful blasters of fire.
Well, I guess
which
it makes
can control
sense for
the
him to
size
go
of
up
the
against
resulting
War Machine.
explosions.
And slapping both arms together makes the more powerful Spiral Incinerator Blast. Then there's his Ultra Helix Incinerator. If only I had two shotgun legs, I could put both of them together for an Ultra Leg Blast.
How would you even aim?
Oh, I mean, it's not that hard. All you do is first you lift one leg like this, and then you just lift the other one. Oh, God, I fell on my keys.
Anyway, the incredible energy of his Ultra Helix incinerator
Sure,
comes
whatever
directly from a
works for you,
power core
Boomstick.
housed in his chest, which powers most of his tech.
But even with so much firepower, his physical attacks are awesome too. Like the time he jet drive arrow kicked this Elder Centipede asshole so hard in the teeth.
His incinerators are powerful enough to eradicate monsters, buildings, and even mountains.
By using the smallest mountain in the world as a reference, the size of the damage and the fact that he vaporized that thing makes it a feat worth 66 kilotons of TNT.
Not only is Genos strong, he's incredibly fast, moving faster than the human eye can see. He targeted and struck this city-destroying meteor rocketing through the sky.
And those big boys are no joke.
What big boys?
Meteors! Those things killed the dinosaurs.
Well, the fact that he was able to actually hit the big boy, not just target it, means he must have been moving 200 times faster than sound.
Genos is badass enough that he can survive getting hit with his own incinerator cannons, on top of managing to withstand getting crushed by mosquitoes. Like, a shit ton of them.
By measuring the size of that swarm, we deduced he's being crushed by 65
I'm not too sure I would,
a combined weight of
know how that felt.
358,000 tons.
Please, God, let me go.
Oh,
Anyway,
that's
but
gonna
that-
be a lot of
While a
mosquito bites.
skyscraper-sized bundle of bugs is impressive, Genos has also withstood a runaway train slamming into him.
Luckily, it didn't make a dent on his power core. Without that, he wouldn't be able to do pretty much anything.
Right, the power core is unfortunately the core of his weakness as well.
Oh, I was just about to do that one. Anyway, one time, Genos tried to use that core to self-destruct just to kill that annoying mosquito chick. Now, that might sound crazy to you, but have you ever had to deal with 65 trillion mosquitoes all at once?
No, I'm not
Regardless,
glad
Genos
that
has
I
shown
haven't
time and
been
time
able.
again
Oh,
that
haven't.
He's a fearsome hero to contend with.
Sure,
Haven't.
he hasn't found his family's killer yet, but he has found a new family with Saitama and friends, and he'll keep getting stronger and stronger.
I will eliminate you. Stay right where you are.
Okay, let's go War Machine.
For some young boys like James Rhodes, joining the military seems the best way of making something of themselves.
And Rhodey fit right in with his knack for machinery. He got top marks in the army and became a pilot.
Eventually becoming an expert in aviation engineering and military combat. Then, on one fateful mission, his helicopter was shot down.
Things didn't look good, but then Iron Man showed up.
Turns out Rhodes wasn't the only one in trouble. Tony Stark was stranded without enough power for his suit and asked for his help. The two began an epic adventure that turned them into close friends. Rhodes stepped into the shoes of a superhero and became a man his younger self would be proud of.
And being Tony's best bud had some perks, like taking over as Iron Man sometimes. Who wouldn't jump into that suit at the first chance?
Next time, baby.
And eventually, Tony offered Rhodes a superpowered suit of his very own.
That's when regular old James Rhodes became War Machine! Oh yeah, it's like Iron Man but with more guns!
Rhodes had spent years trying to find his place in the world. As War Machine, he found a way to truly make something of himself.
He already had tons of combat experience from the army and a bit of PTSD, but you know, you win some, you lose some. He can do way more anyway. He is a multi-talented badass.
Tony has provided Rhodes with multiple War Machine suits throughout the years, each improving upon the one before it.
Oh, and these babies are a beautiful piece of work. Just look at all those weapons!
The suit is a specialized variation of the typical Iron Man armor, focusing more on firepower than tactics and maneuverability, clearly. Its alloy is composed of titanium and vibranium,
Hey, like Captain America's shield.
which means it's both extremely durable and light enough to fly at incredible speeds. Very important given the computers, life support systems, and other devices housed within the unit.
That's not even talking about what Rhodey fights with. His fine-tuned rides got repulsor rays and a unibeam in the chest. And did I mention guns, guns, and more guns? Get a
Yeah,
look
I
at
think you
that.
mentioned that,
Machine
Boomstick.
guns, Gatling guns, laser guns, flamethrowers, the works.
The suit can generate electromagnetic pulses, particle beams, and even drain energy from opponents.
Ah, this baby's
Now
so
that could
sweet,
work
I
into
felt
his
inspired to
advantage.
upgrade some of my own arsenal, if you know what I mean.
You know, Death Bomb.
I don't think I want to.
I got a new gun.
A pink one?
It was white when I bought it, but I accidentally washed it with my hat. So obviously, I'm pretty hyped about the guns, but the armor has a lot of.
So you had
really
the
cool other
washing
things, too.
machine?
His most up-to-date suit includes
Did the
incredible
washing machine
chameleon
break
systems
after
that allow
that?
him to not only become invisible,
How did he
but
get it in there in the first
bypassing
place?
scanners and phasing through walls.
You know, I could really use that next time you try to stab me with a trident.
It was one time, and in the most dire of circumstances, War Machine has a self-destruct function he can call upon to make sure his tech doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
I mean, this work of art can scan for things like weird light and electromagnetic signals. But even if Rhodey doesn't see it coming, he can handle the craziest of attacks.
Not only has he been thrown through a mountain with enough force to cause an earthquake,
He survived getting nuked. You see the size of that crater? Compared to War Machine himself, this looks like the explosion was over 2.5 megatons of TNT.
and the suit is fast enough to fly into orbit and out into space.
Take that, Elon Musk! No, but please send me one of your flamethrowers. Sorry, not a flamethrower. I see you.
Given how it only takes War Machine about 10 seconds to exit the planet's orbit, and measuring the distance he's traveled, this puts him at flying speeds over Mach 620.
And while he may be speedy, Rhodey's also strong enough for his hits to be the first and last. He's lifted cars, thrown tanks, and tossed a dude so hard he destroyed a spaceship.
Not to mention the fact that Tony created
Then you
the
can throw
War Machine
someone
suit
really
to be
hard.
on par with his own Iron Man suit.
Very
And
interesting.
remember, Rhodey even acted as Iron Man for a while, so plenty of what Tony can do, he can do too, including the time Tony blew up a massive rock the size of Manhattan.
Of course, everything he's experienced as a superhero and in the army hasn't exactly been the best for his mental state, which has unfortunately left him with pretty drastic cases of PTSD and survivor's guilt, even sometimes feeling he's not worthy of the high-tech armor he wears.
But he'll push past it to rescue his friends as well as the rest of mankind. Time and time again, Rhodey's proven that Tony isn't the only armored Avenger. Also, did I mention the guns?
Yes, you did.
All right, the combatants are set.
All right.
We've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, we'll tell you about
I'll
him
go
so
skip
you don't
this.
end up looking like One Punch Man. But right now,
Now, it's time for a death battle and pause. Alright. So they both have some really interesting feats. Now I need to try to remember as much of it as I possibly can. So let's go. Okay. Okay. War Machine, the whole mountain, thrown into a mountain, throwing people into a plane, or whatever they said, and make it blow up, which is kind of weird. Let's see. Then his suit, he has weakness when it comes to not doubting himself every once in a while. I don't know if you've seen that in the MCU. Maybe we have, but then it's probably in the Iron Man movies or something. I haven't seen those. Well, I've seen the first one a little bit, but I didn't like it. So yeah, and then in Genos, fighting a swarm of mosquitoes. Sure, that doesn't sound that impressive because a mosquito is so, well, they can't handle a lot. But he also has some really interesting stuff, I guess you could say, or abilities. So yeah, I'm gonna make a choice, and I'm gonna go with my guts there and say War Machine is the one to win. That's probably because I said War Machine in the beginning of the video, but pit. Anyway, how about we just go and watch that while and finish this off, and let's find out if I'm right or not, and let's see if the winner truly is the War Machine. So yeah, I think War Machine is the winner of this snap battle. It just seems that way to me, but or maybe I just wanted to win. It's probably because of that. So anyway, how about we get this over with and play.
Having a day to myself, huh? Hey there! Destruction of property is a serious offense, young man.
One more of you, huh? Come for vengeance? I'll turn you to scrap!
Well, at least there's a little bit of a story. Not much, but better than nothing.
A little hot-headed, are we? Say cheese.
God, he lost his arm already. But he always does that, as they probably said, so.
I already have one! I don't fall apart that easy.
Apparently not. Come on, War Machine. Please prove me that I'm right.
I guess he ran off. That suit was ugly anyway.
Ugly. This is my Sunday best.
Of course. The thing from is heals. Is that fire against laser or something? Because it seems like it. Should laser be better than fire? I don't know.
Come on, die already!
Overheat? You're literally trying to overheat him? Sure. Whatever works for you, I guess. But that doesn't seem like that plan worked all that well.
Sorry it had to be this way.
Don't talk to me.
You got it.
I was right! Sweet!
Well, looks like Genos is G no more.
Genos was certainly a serious threat in the field of battle. However, Rhodes held a solid advantage in many different aspects.
He's had years of training in the military, even before becoming a superhero, which means he's been doing this for way longer.
Stratagems aside, let's compare their power output. At his best, Genos had kicked the Elder Centipede backward.
Which was freaking huge.
According to an interview with a One Punch Man manga illustrator, Elder Centipede's body measures 15 meters wide. With that and scaling to its surroundings, we determined its full size to be over 700 meters long. The force to knock aside something this large would have to be over 15 megatons of TNT.
But War Machine's got the edge over that. Remember the giant rock that was the size of Manhattan?
Taking the square footage of Manhattan and the height of the rock, we found that the energy it would take to shatter a rock of this size comes out to over 280 teratons of TNT.
Way more than Genos knocking around the big bug. War Machine's orbit-breaking flying speed proves he's a lot quicker too. But even if he could get a hit in, Genos had no way to counter Rhodey's energy draining tech and Ghost Chameleon mode.
Genos was certainly a powerful contender, but War Machine's overwhelming firepower and high-tech abilities were just too much for the teenage cyborg.
Yeah, War Machine was on the road to victory.
The winner is War Machine.
Congratulations, War Machine.
Thank you for watching this episode of Death
I'm
Battle.
glad I was
Battle
right.
music for yourself and find
That's
it
twice in a row, isn't it?
below. And you can check out a link to the Death Battle card and dice.
So, who's next? No idea who that is. I don't know any of those two characters. Alright, that was the demo, and it was fun to watch. The analysis might have been a little bit, well, it's pretty much just as usual. It's alright. The War Machine part was probably the most interesting though, but that's probably just because I'm a Marvel guy and I prefer the MCU and stuff. But I might be much of an Iron Man guy, but I prefer Marvel, so anyway. So yeah, the analysis was right. The whole everything else, I guess. The animation, not bad. I actually liked the animation. It was actually quite good. It's definitely a lot better than I can do, but still, it's good. That sounded almost a little bit bad. Anyway, so yeah, there's not much for me to say about that. Actually, it's just that was today's Death Ball episode, and I enjoyed it. So nice to know that I was right, and I'm pretty sure that makes me 2 in a row, which is good. Actually, now about next time. We have a character named Gray, and another one named Esta. And it's all apparently is Fairy Tail versus Akame ga Kill. I hope Akame ga Kill. I hope I pronounced that right. Anyway, I don't watch Fairy Tail, and that other anime I had never heard of. So, alright. But okay. I'll be looking forward to next time though. There's 2 characters I don't know, so be interesting to see what they are capable of. Yeah, we'll see how it goes like. You know, there's 2 characters I don't know, so I got to learn a little bit about those 2 and see what they are capable of stuff, and then I decide who I think is going to win there. So yeah, this was alright. I actually enjoyed the whole episode, and I think that's it. So I'm not sure. I don't think there's anything else to go through. So if you enjoy this reaction episode, be sure to hit the subscribe button and like, comment, and share and all that good stuff. And be sure to subscribe. I just said that. Anyway. And yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. And there's nothing else for me to say. And yeah, just again, be sure to subscribe to me on YouTube for more future Death Ball reaction episodes and stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. So yeah, it's gonna get interesting, I guess. So I'll see you guys next time. Minashu 240 signing out.